Hello everyone. The topic which we are going to discuss today is topic collision of class 11 physics. The objectives of our today's topic are: in this topic today we are going to study about collision and its explanation, elastic collision with examples, inelastic collision with examples, elastic collision in one dimension derivation, coefficient of restitution, inelastic collision in one dimension, and perfectly inelastic collision. So let's start with our first topic, collision. Collision is an event of two particles coming together. Collision is said to take place between two particles when there is a mutual interaction of particles for a short time, with or without any physical contact, which results in a measurable change in the relative motion. During a collision, there is mutual interaction between the particles. The interaction lasts for a finite time. There is a change in the trajectory of the particles. There is a change in the energy and momentum of the interacting particles. The particles may or may not be in physical contact. It may happen that the particles produced after collision are different from the initial particles. The examples of collision are collision of two vehicles in which there is physical contact, deflection of charged particle while passing through an electric or magnetic field. In this type of collision, there is no physical contact. Some more examples are the deflection in the path of a comet on passing near solar system and billiard ball collisions. Collisions are of two types. One is elastic collision and second is inelastic collision. An elastic collision is the one in which the total kinetic energy is conserved. The momentum is also conserved. The final particles are the same as the initial particles. The examples are billiard ball collisions, the collisions between atomic and subatomic particles, collisions of air molecules with the walls of the container. An inelastic collision is one in which the total kinetic energy is not conserved but the momentum is conserved. When two bodies collide and stick together after the collision, some kinetic energy is lost, and such a collision is called perfectly inelastic collision. Examples: the collision of a rubber ball with hard surface, the collision between vehicles, a forward punch in karate. In this chapter, we are going to do three types of derivations, and those are elastic collision in one dimension, inelastic collision in one dimension, and perfectly inelastic collision. So let's start with the first topic, elastic collision in one dimension. In this type of collision, the colliding bodies move along the straight line before and after collision. This is the diagram before collision, this is during collision, and this one is after the collision. So here we have two bodies, body A and body B, of masses m1 and m2, moving along a straight line with velocities u1 and u2 respectively. Let us assume that u1 is greater than u2. After a head-on collision, their velocities are v1 and v2. As momentum is conserved during collision, so m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Rearranging this equation, we'll get m1 u1 minus m1 v1 is equal to m2 v2 minus m2 u2. Taking m1 common, m1 u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 v2 minus u2. Now we all know that for elastic collision, kinetic energy is also conserved. So half m1 u1 square plus half m2 u2 square is equal to half m1 v1 square plus half m2 v2 square. We can take half common from each term and we can cut it. Rearranging this equation, we'll get m1 u1 square minus v1 square is equal to m2 v2 square minus u2 square. Using the identity a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b, we'll get m1 u1 plus v1, u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 v2 plus u2, v2 minus u2. Let us mark this as equation number 2. Let us divide equation number 2 with equation number 1. m1 u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 over m1 u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 v2 plus u2 into v2 minus u2 over m2 v2 minus u2. m1 will cancel each other. u1 minus v1 also cancels each other. Here m2 and v2 minus u2 cancels each other. So we are left with u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2. Rearranging this equation, we will get u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. Taking minus common from this, we'll get minus v1 minus v2. From this equation, we have v2 is equal to u1 minus u2 plus v1. Now substituting the value of v2 in equation 1, it will be m1 u1 minus v1 is equal to m2 u1 minus u2 plus v1 minus u2. m1 u1 minus m1 v1 is equal to, multiplying m2 inside, m2 u1 minus m2 u2 plus m2 v1 minus m2 u2. Minus m2 u2 will become minus 2m2 u2 and rest terms will be same. Now again rearranging this, we will get m1 u1 minus m2 u1 plus 2m2 u2 is equal to m2 v1 plus m1 v1. Taking v1 common from this side and u1 common from these two, we'll get m1 minus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 u2 is equal to m2 plus m1 into v1. We can find v1 from this equation. v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 u1 plus 2m2 u2 upon m1 plus m2. Or we can write v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 upon m1 plus m2 into u1 plus 2m2 upon m1 plus m2 u2. Similarly, we can find v2 also. v2 will be m2 minus m1 over m1 plus m2 into u2 plus 2m1 upon m1 plus m2 into u1. Our next topic is coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution is defined as the ratio of negative of relative velocity after collision to the relative velocity before collision. Its symbol is E and it is written as E is equal to minus of V2 minus V1 upon U2 minus U1. For perfectly elastic collision, the value of E is equal to 1, and for inelastic collision, the value of E is equal to 0. The next topic we have is inelastic collisions in one dimension. Here also we have same kind of diagram. This is the case before collision, during collision and after collision. We are again considering two bodies A and B with masses m1 and m2 and moving with initial velocities u1 and u2. This is the time of collision, and after collision the bodies are moving in same direction but with different velocities. Body A is moving with velocity v1 and body B is moving with velocity v2. As we know, in inelastic collision, momentum is conserved, so m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Let E be the coefficient of restitution and its value is v2 minus v1 over u1 minus u2. From this equation we get v2 minus v1 is equal to E into u1 minus u2. From here v2 is equal to v1 plus E into u1 minus u2. Substituting in equation 1, we will get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 into v1 plus E into u1 minus u2. Multiplying m2 inside, will get m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v1 plus E into m2u1 minus E into m2u2. Rearranging this equation, we'll get m1 plus m2 into v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 E into u1 plus m2 1 plus E into u2. From this equation, we'll get v1 is equal to m1 minus m2 into E upon m1 plus m2 into u1 plus m2 1 plus E over m1 plus m2 into u2. Similarly, we'll get the value of v2. v2 is equal to m2 minus m1 into E upon m1 plus m2 into u2 plus m1 1 plus E into u1 over m1 plus m2. We have one more case, perfectly inelastic collision. When two bodies collide and stick together after the collision, some kinetic energy is lost, and such a collision is called perfectly inelastic collision. In perfectly inelastic collision, both the bodies start moving with the same velocity after collision. Let E is equal to 0 in this equation. We'll get v1 is equal to m1 u1 over m1 plus m2 plus m2 u2 over m1 plus m2, which is equal to v2, which is equal to v, because both the bodies start moving with same velocity after collision. Now let v1 is equal to v2 is equal to v and u2 is equal to 0, then the common velocity v is equal to m1 over m1 plus m2 into u1 in case of perfectly inelastic collision. So that's all about our today's video. Please read and revise the topics discussed in the class. Thank you so much.